Hello and welcome back to Kim Reads as we continue with stories from the Bible. The man who ran from God. Jonah handed the captain of the ship his money. "Take me to the city of Tarshish," he said. "Let us leave as soon as we can." Jonah did not tell the captain why he was in a hurry. It was because of the Lord. Jonah had promised he would do whatever God asked, so the Lord asked Jonah to preach in the evil city of Nineveh. But Jonah was afraid and decided not to keep that promise. Now he wanted to go to Tarshish, as far as Nineveh as he could go. The captain was glad to have a passenger on board. He sailed for Tarshish right away. But a great wind whipped up from the sea, and the ship rolled in the huge waves, and the soldiers were afraid. They looked around for Jonah. He was asleep. "How can you sleep in this storm?" The soldier shouted. "Get up, pray to your God, and he will save us." So Jonah prayed, but still the wind howled, and the waves crashed over the side of the ship. Then the sailors said to one another, "Let us throw lots to see who is the cause of us among this terrible storm." Each man threw sticks, and each time the answer was no. Finally, Jonah tossed a stick. This time the answer was yes. Jonah was the reason the wind was raging so. "What have you done? Why is your God displeased with you?" the men asked. "I am a Hebrew," Jonah answered. "I worship the God of heaven and earth. Throw me in the sea. I know it is my fault that the storm has come." As Jonah spoke, the waves grew bigger and bigger. But the men did not want to harm Jonah. They cried out to the Lord, "God of Jonah, we see that you rule the land and the ocean. It must be that you want this man back." Then they picked up Jonah and threw him over the side of the ship. At that moment, the wind stopped and the waves calmed down. The sailors saw God's power work on the sea, and they began to worship him. Now swimming beside the ship was a great whale. The Lord caused the whale to swallow Jonah, and there he stayed for 3 days and 3 nights. And it was dark, and it smelled bad inside the belly of the huge fish. Jonah feared he would die at any time. He prayed to God, "Lord, hear my voice and save me from death. When I make promises to you, I will keep them, O God." At last God spoke to the great fish. The whale spit out Jonah and onto the shore. As Jonah lay weeping on the sand, the Lord once again called him to go to Nineveh. "Get up, tell the people to stop their wrongdoing, or I will destroy them." This time, Jonah did what God wanted. The people of Nineveh heard Jonah preach, and they turned to the Lord. The king ordered a day of going without food and praying so that God might change his mind about destroying the city. When God saw that the people had put their evil ways behind them, he did not punish them. An entire city was saved because Jonah finally kept his promise to the Lord. And that's the end of that story. See you later.